ham and cheese wrap. All right. We used to have a couple others, but we dropped them because it's just a pain in the butt to have them hanging around, and we didn't sell them as much. These three, you'll sell them all day long. They're phenomenal. They taste great. We do 3 eggs in a breakfast wrap. So they get 3 eggs in each wrap. We got 2 wraps, honey wheat and a spinach. All right. The breakfast supreme wrap and the cheesy ham wrap go on the honey wheat. All right. The Greek feta wrap goes on a green spinach wrap. All right. Unless the customer asks for something different, that type of thing. All right. So it's basically a honey wheat wrap. We used to have a sun-dried tomato wrap, but there's just no need for it. What you're trying to do is warm this up just to a point where it's pliable, because if you try to roll it when it's cold, it's going to crack and fall apart. All right. So you're just getting it about 10-15 seconds. Just get it warmed up. It becomes more pliable.
And if you leave it in there too long, it'll.
Yeah. If you leave it in there too long, it'll come out, and as it cools, it'll start turning into like a chip. It'll harden up. So you're just trying to make it so that it's easily pliable. All right.
Just make chips.
We got the little burner, little pans. One thing you don't want to do is have the pan on here with the flame and spray it, because you can end up with a flamethrower. All right. It's an aerosol can. You got an open flame. So just pull your pan off to the side, give it a good swirl with the spray, and then put it back on there and get it hot.
I feel like I'm gonna do that one day.
So you spinning around the parking lot again? Looks like Matt watched him go by again.
What is he doing? Is he here to pick something up, or is he just chilling?
I don't know. He doesn't know what it is.
He just wants to hang out.
All right. Breakfast supreme wrap basically consists of sausage, peppers, and tomatoes. So you take one sausage patty, just chop it up a little bit. If you don't want to do it that way, you can use it across the top. Always keep your fingers under. You want the knife basically sliding on your knuckles. If the fingers are out here, you can take the tips right off.
Yeah.
All right. So keep them under, keep them going. It's basic knife skills. All right. You can go like, just kind of let it rock. Don't. You do that, you're more likely to cut yourself because it's out of control. Chef's knife has got a little bit of a round to it. You just kind of, and as you come down, you just push forward, and it'll just let you chop through without chopping the fingers off. All right. In the case that you do chop a finger really badly, get your shift manager right away.
What is he?
Workman's Comp has an agreement with the clinic right down here. It's called Fishhawk Walk-In Clinic, Emergency Clinic. We call them while you're on your way there. Somebody takes you there. They'll take care of you, you know. Or if you're like Dan, you're a man, you just put it on a pan and sear it up.
What? You're kidding. It's not really good.
Yeah, just sear it up, man. It's, you know, that's all.
No.
Cauterization.
Refuse.
They're not going to sew anything back on.
Don't
Oh
burn
yeah, the girl that had the skin in the bag, you know,
All
you
right.
can take that one back and sew it on.
Get your sausage going, a little bit of peppers, a little bit, all you're looking for, guys, is a, you see what I mean? Just a small palm full of tomatoes and peppers. So you kind of grab it so your palm's full and then drop it in there.
Why is the flame around?
Because right now you're putting water in and the oil splatters and it's going to catch the flame.
Will it always do that?
Not quite that.
It's dramatic. You can flip it. Also want to grab me one of the rubber spatulas.
I feel like
Little rubber spatulas, but you want to cook this up before you add your eggs. All right. You add your eggs to cold stuff, it's going to be cold. Crack your eggs.
How many eggs in that one?
Three eggs in all wraps.
Right,
Yeah.
I wrote that down.
And I'm not worried about like blending this up and trying to make it all one color. To me, it actually looks better when you get a little bit of white and yellow.
Salt, pepper that.
Nope, nothing on here.
Yeah.
This is a Supreme.
While that's cooking up, take the chipotle mayo.
Wow.
It's a yellow, it's a little peppery. If you're not sure what's in here, just and you don't want to go like this in front of the customer, just take it down here and just squeeze it a few times and smell it. I mean, you know, smell that. I mean, it doesn't take a lot, and you can figure out what's in your bottom. We've tried to label them. The labels come off. We change these and wash them all the time. It's a pain in the behind. So learn your sauces. Bottom line, it's the only one that's yellow with red pepper flakes. All right, that's your chipotle mayo. Just put a little bit on the, like that. Take a little bit of cheese. So you're going to put cheese on this in two places. A little bit on here. And it's about an ounce of cheese. Again, it's kind of a palm full of cheese. And then we're going to add some to the egg mixture once that's done.
Just kind of like scrambled eggs.
Yeah, it's just a scrambled egg. There's no one else anywhere in town that's going to have a drive-up window with a fresh egg scrambled wrap. And these guys, I'm telling you, this thing is awesome with that chipotle mayo.
Oh my God, fire alarm.
It's our secret sauce. So just mix that up a little bit. Drop it down on your wrap. If anybody says, hey, I'd like an extra sauce, this is when you'd come back, drop a little bit more on top.
Rachel.
When you're wrapping wraps, can everybody see? 1 inch. I don't want burritos or footballs. We want them long and skinny. 1 inch on each side. You guys see that? 1 inch on each side. Where'd Marianne go? Marianne, you seeing this? Yeah, just 1 inch on each side. Fold it over, and what you do is you put your hands down, slide it back a little bit, kind of tighten it up like you're going to roll a cigar. Tighten it up a little bit. You see that? Okay. Now you fold your corner over again. Roll it. There you go. Perfectly wrapped. I know. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'll be here on Friday evenings.
I have a good view.
We're
in the morning.
yeah, exactly. A little bit on the grill.
Yeah.
Oh, and even more.
Don't ruin
Oh.
that sandwich.
And really what we're doing here is just giving it a little toast. And what it does is it helps keep the wrap formed so that it doesn't come apart. I like it. It gives it a little grill mark. It just makes it nice. And then that last layer of cheese and sauce in there, it's just getting warmed up and melted right now. So it comes out real nice.
It makes us special. That's all you gotta say.
Exactly. To go, you would, in a wrap, you're going to use a styrofoam container. Anything hot that goes into the styrofoam containers, these little tabs need to be popped out. All right? A minimum of 2 of them. You know? If you don't do that, what happens is the condensation from the heat builds up in the container and literally starts dripping down on the food and makes it kind of soggy. So that's why you just pop those tabs.
That is so.
Hey, they're all working now. For a while, these were coming in, and there was one that was never popped through.
You
It
try
was
to
a pain
push
in
it,
the
just
butt.
crack.
Yeah. So
Don't burn my wrap.
put your container down.
Let's hear her out.
Put your sheet in there.
My favorite cigarette better.
Yeah.
All right, and you're gonna get a little bit of grill marks on there. That's what you're looking for. Slice it, and I like to when I put them in the pan. These sheets go this way, corners sticking out, not that way. All right, put it in with corners sticking out, just looks better. Drop them in, and there you go.
Beautiful.
All right, you can take this piece, just tuck it over. You're gonna do, everything's gotta get a napkin. 1 napkin, by the way, don't be giving out like 4 or 5. Just tuck the napkin in on the side, close it down, put your tabs in, and there's your to-go. all to-goes go in the to-go bag. All right? You got one thing, why don't you hand it to them? Because you don't know what that person's doing. They may have 5 other things in the car, they're gonna go home or they're gonna go to their office and they gotta grab 5 other things and their sandwich. Put it in a bag. The bags are like a, a tenth of a penny, and it's worth giving it to them so that it's more convenient for them to walk around in the bag. Because you just, like I said, you don't know, especially moms, they get home, they got the baby and stuff. It's easier to carry it in the bag versus having to walk in to the house with it in their hand. All right, so always put it in a bag. All right?